Let's talk about the main topic.
Let's do it.
So, to get into this, I was playing Everyone's Gone to the Rapture. I was playing it solely to get a platinum trophy in it.
Sure.
And I was very much not enjoying myself.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I was not in the mood for that kind of game. The platinum was fairly easy. Mm-hmm. However, it took me 3 days to get with multiple playthroughs. Mm-hmm. Very frustrating.
Yep.
For a game I didn't necessarily want to play. However, the game had incredible visuals, incredible soundtrack, spoken word. Yeah. All of it's done. All of the story is told through spoken word. Mm-hmm. There's no really visuals to it. It's a walking simulator. Mm-hmm. And normally I don't mind a walking simulator. This one, there's a lot of empty space between story elements. Yeah. And I didn't realize till my second day that there's a sprint button. But the sprint button still does not make you run very fast.
Just marginally fast.
Yes. So I was sitting... You have to do things very specifically in a very specific order without doing other things. So I had 2 videos up on my screen on my last day. One was you had to find these radios without doing literally anything else. So one was where all the radio locations were and what order to get them in. My other one, I had YouTube up. I was just watching random videos because it takes so long to walk from one place to the other. And I was very disappointed. I was very unhappy. And I'm like, I'm so committed to this. I'm going to get the platinum even though I hate playing this. Which leads me to the topic. What games, movies, books, other forms of entertainment have we partook in and finished that we just did not want to do? Something that we felt compelled to finish because we had started.
Asterisk, some of these I didn't finish that I'm going to talk about.
All right.
Do you want me to go first?
Let me have it. Psych. So most of the books in high school I had to read for any class.
Okay.
I did not finish those.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So my when you first texted me this topic, the very first thing that came to my thought process or my mind for this was Game of Thrones.
What?
The books.
Oh.
I love the TV show.
Yes?
A lot. The love of the TV show made me want to really made me want to read the books. Mm-hmm. Along with my conversations with my friends who also like Game of Thrones a lot, who've read the books, I was like, man, I really want to read this.
Yeah.
So I bought the first book. Mm-hmm. I have tried to read that book 3 times. I cannot finish it. I read 150 pages the first time. I read to 220 the second time, rereading the first 150.
Wow.
And then I think the third time I bought on my Kindle and started where I stopped, and I still didn't finish the book.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the writing style of it is. It reads like a history book, but the problem is I know what happens already. Mm-hmm. For the most part, there are some characters that aren't in the TV show that are in the books, who their important actions were done by a character in the TV show. Okay. Like it just picked up by another character. So I really I want to read the books. Mm-hmm. I just cannot find the energy to finish it. I mean, I put a good effort into it. Getting up to 200 pages, that's pretty. That's a few days of reading at least. Yeah. Of some pretty hard reading. So I don't know. I really cannot get into the books, and I have tried and tried and tried. What about you?
I'm having a brain fart, and I literally can't think of anything else. But I know I have another one. Mm-hmm. It's just on the tip of my tongue. Can't think of it. So if you have another one,
I do have another one.
1 or 2.
Let's see. What game was I thinking of? Oh, BioShock.
It's so good.
Everyone tells me BioShock. It's so good. You should play it. That's what they say. Exactly like that too.
All right.
And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So I buy BioShock on PS3.
Sure.
And I plug it in. And I plug it in.
I got $20 new.
And I start to play it, and about 4 hours in, I'm done. I didn't like it.
What about it did you not like?
I don't know. The gun. I didn't like the guns. They didn't feel tight.
Did you get the shotgun?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's such a cool scene.
Yeah. I had the Tommy gun. I had...
Ooh, Tommy gun.
I had a bunch of stuff. I took it on a Big Daddy.
Yes.
I didn't see what the big allure to the game was. Yeah, it's like a dark world and it's a little creepy. But to me, if I want to play that, I'd get Resident Evil 4 out. Which I just saw yesterday. They've released that remastered for PS4. Which means that game has been on the GameCube, the PS2, the PS3, and the PS4. Why are they still making that game?
And the Wii.
And the Wii. It's also a really good game, I should say that. I really like that game. It's my favorite Resident Evil game.
It's mostly everybody's favorite Resident Evil game.
Because it was that good.
As far as I understand.
I
never played
But still, come on. 3 generations of consoles? Come on.
It sells.
Yeah, I guess they do it if they make a profit. Either way, that was totally random and off tangent. Another one. Did you think of yours yet?
No, it was probably another PS Plus game, PSN game.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably any game that, like, really drags on when you try to get to the final chapter.
Mm-hmm.
So some people had that complaint about Uncharted 4.
Sure.
They're like, have you beat it yet?
No.
Or about any of the Uncharted, where they're like, oh, well, now you have to go to this place for this treasure. Oh, psych, it's not there. You have to go to this place. I'm like, I didn't feel that in Uncharted 4 at all.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like everything was paced very well. Pretty much any game that has bad pacing. Some games that I've played and just stopped, even though I kind of wanted to finish, it just got too tedious, is like Far Cry 4. Lego Marvel.
Sure.
Kingdom Hearts 2. I
Really?
still haven't finished.
Really?
I beat all the Batman Arkham games, but I would probably never go back just because there's so much to them. I'm not about it.
Sure.
All the Pokemon games, once all my Pokemon evolve to the max level, I'm just like, okay, I'm done. Like, I don't have anything to work for.
Like, what's the point anymore?
Yeah.
Sure.
You got another one?
Yes. I just had it in my brain.
Oh.
We're having brain farts today. This is bad.
It smells in here.
What game was it?
All these farts.
Oh my gosh. Red Dead? No.
Not Red Dead.
Not Red Dead. It was a different game.
GTA.
Nope.
I finished the campaign on GTA 5. I enjoyed that. I won't go back, though. I tried to go back, and it was just too much. GTA 4, I never finished. I was like, this is a lot. Anything that has a lot of traveling. Anything that has a lot of time between...
You would not like Final Fantasy 15, my friend.
Yeah. So there's... Well, I never finished Final Fantasy 12 either. So I'm playing Infamous First Light currently for the Platinum.
Yeah,
because I never played it.
Yeah.
Also, I can't let you have a Platinum that I don't have on a game that I care about.
Yeah, you've got on this Platinum spree.
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't have
I'm Platinum this, I'm Platinum this.
There's no games until Horizon comes out in
So
February 28th.
you start Platinum things when you're bored?
I guess.
It gives you something to do. But
I might go back and Platinum the Sly Cooper games. Because I love those.
Yeah.
But Infamous First Light is DLC, so it's not very big. And there's like things you collect in the world, and you can collect all of them before you do the second mission. So I just went and collected all of them before I did the second mission.
Yep.
So now I'm just going from mission to mission to mission, which is kind of boring. So, I mean, there has to be a specific pacing in games. There may be pacing in like movies and games, because we're not just talking about games as well. But pacing needs to be a good part of it that keeps me interested.
Sure.
I remember Catcher in the Rye, I enjoyed like the first half, and then I did not finish. I'm like, this sucks. Same with 1984.
I will get a lot of hate for this, but Pokemon games. I have never finished a Pokemon game.
You ever beat the Elite Four?
Nope.
Dude, how do you live with yourself?
I don't know. It's one of those games.
There's
like
no
all
hate,
gung ho
there's
about
no
it.
hate here. It's just sadness. Like, how do you?
But what's the point? Like, it gets to a point where you're just doing the same thing over and over, and then you're just grinding. And I played the Elite Four. I may have beat. I don't know.
I mean, the Elite Four always has different Pokemon that you don't see anywhere else, and they're also much harder.
Yeah.
For the most part. So it's always like you're kind of breezing through the game, then you get to Elite Four, and you're like, this is a challenge.
Yeah.
This is a challenge.
And I was like, I already just power leveled so much. I don't want to go out here and just power level more. I don't know. I just kind of got burned out of it. You know, I don't know. I just never been able to finish it.
I never finished the Mass Effect series. I finished Mass Effect 1.
I love Mass Effect.
Not 2. And I never played 3.
Dang, 2 and 3 are fun. 3's ending is controversial.
NBA
I enjoyed it.
2K16, I think I played, and it's just like there's like 85 games in a season. I'm like, I don't have time for all
you can
this.
sim them
Like,
all.
get us out of here.
Yeah.
Why would I not play them? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can do the whole career of a player if you sim a lot of them and only play the important games.
I guess. I don't know how a game's important or not. How am I supposed to know?
If they're high ranking in the standings.
I don't know.
No basketball, Tony.
There we go.
That's how you do it. Man, there was one
or
really good one.
Any game or movie that you like bought and then you felt compelled to finish.
Oh gosh, so I went and saw Patriots Day this weekend.
What's that about?
It's about the Boston Marathon.
Oh yeah.
I left.
No way.
I left
in the middle of the movie.
It was like
Did you get your money
first
back?
off, the movie's long. No.
No.
Movie is long. It was like an hour and a half in. They weren't even close to catching the guys yet. And the whole movie was just really depressing and like the term I would use to describe the way the movie feels for that amount of time is just oppressive. Like you just saw terrible thing after terrible thing, and the stress it put on all the people, and then I was feeling all the stress that they put on the people, like the police officers and the FBI guys. Like, it was just oppressive.
Were you with your girlfriend?
Yeah.
And you're just like...
She was looking down. She couldn't watch half of it.
Really?
Because it was like some of the gore and stuff and the explosion. Yeah. Like, it was like too much. And it was at like 9 o'clock, so it was like later. And so we just left because I was not enjoying it. She literally, like, I kept looking over and she's like looking down at her purse because she just couldn't take it.
It was gross.
So I was like, I was like, do you want to leave? And she's like, no, this is your movie. And I was like, no, let's leave. I'm not enjoying this. And she's like, okay. Then we talked about the way back. She was like hating it too. So, anyways.
So don't see it, is what you're saying.
So Patriots Day is real intense. I might have watched it all if it had been at home, but not in the movie theater. Mm-hmm. But it was just so loud. And it's the only thing I could pay attention to. It was just too intense. And it's just like straight up murder. So it's like, and it showed it. Uh-huh. Like the MIT police officer who got shot and they tried to steal his gun. Like, they showed everything. Like, you just show the guy get shot in the face. It's like, dude.
Like real footage or?
Well, no, footage? It was the movie footage. I think they did sport some actual footage in during the explosion though, from security cameras and stuff. Seeing the guys. Either way, it was just too much. So I didn't finish that movie. Also, the only other movie I've ever walked out of because I didn't want to watch it anymore at the theaters is Talladega Nights.
Dude, I hate Will Ferrell.
I couldn't take it anymore.
I don't like him.
I got out of there. So anyways, those are 2 movies.
Luke Cage. Luke Cage is a perfect example of this. After, spoilers, after Cottonmouth dies, I think is his name.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was like, this sucks. I don't want to watch this anymore, but I know I have to watch this. I have to stay committed because 1, it could be good. Right. 2, we're talking about it on podcast, and 3, it's going to come up later. But like the last 6 episodes of that, I was like, this sucks. I don't want to watch this anymore. I feel like it's a chore to watch this, and I feel like there's some people that agree with me. Did you? You feel like it was a chore?
When we talked about this on the podcast,
The Walking Dead is also a great one.
Oh well, I disagree, but
I'm like 3 seasons behind. Like, this is homework now.
No, I agreed. When Cottonmouth died, and the time Cottonmouth took out that rocket launcher and just destroyed the thing, I was like, this is getting ridiculous.
My eyes rolled out of my head.
Yeah, I was.
They're still not back.
That's when they started losing me on that one. Gosh, I just had another one.
What was the main?
It was gone.
What was the main villain in that? His brother. What was his brother's name? It wasn't Cottonmouth. I don't Diamondback. Know. Got it.
Yeah, Diamondback.
Got it. Anyway, I'll never watch Luke Cage again. I just finished Jessica Jones again for the second
time. Journey.
The game?
Yeah, the one, all the game awards, the indie game of the year, all that stuff.
Like in 2013?
Yeah, it was like, everybody said how good it was, so I felt like I had to play it. And I did. And I beat it, but...
I also played it and beat it, and I understand why people enjoyed it, and I understand why it won all that.
It's one of those games that you have to be in the mood for.
It's out of its time now.
Yeah.
Things have been done like that. But when it first came out, it was probably revolutionary.
Sure. Right. So...
Something you had to experience.
Mm-hmm. That first experience is really awesome. Like Homeworld for me is an RTS. It was like the first. It was like the first space 3D RTS, and I had it in like 2000 on computer, and it was amazing. You could move things on the Z-axis, which is sick.
On the Z-axis.
It was like so much fun, and I posted a video of the remastered edition on YouTube that some people have watched, but. Man, that game was so awesome because I was playing Age of Empires 2 at the time. That was like the game I played. And then the Z-axis just blew my mind. I was like, oh my gosh. And formations and fighter. Like, it was so good.
All right, so that's all I got. You got anything else?
I had another one that was really good, a game series that I'd played but never finished.
Forgot?
But I forgot it. I mean, I would say Final Fantasy X too because it has the name Final Fantasy on it, but I don't even want to finish it. I didn't even feel compelled to. I did when I turned it on. I was like, yeah, I just beat 10. Maybe 10-2 is not that bad.
Psych.
Then it was. It was real bad.
It was that bad. Okay, that's all we got for today.
Yeah, we're done.
We gotta put some stuff in my new computer.
Dunzo.
We gotta
put a fan in.
Surgery. Fan and another stick of RAM.
Oh, we're doing that too?
Yeah. Which will be, what? That takes like 5 seconds.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, it's easy. You go click, click,
that's done. Unless we have to go to Fry's again.
Yeah, which I'm not going to because I have to go grade essays.
You suck.
Sorry.
Okay, thanks for listening. We talked about some stuff today.
We did.
You can talk to us
about it too.
If there's games that you feel compelled to finish even though you did not like them, or movies or books, let us know.
Sure.
The best way is to tweet at us at UP Gamers Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You can comment right now on SoundCloud. You can leave a review on iTunes. You can do something on Google Play Music, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Stitcher? I don't know.
You can on Stitcher.
Who goes there?
There's one on there.
There's one on there.
Just one. So beat the second.
This is on YouTube. You can leave a comment on YouTube.
Sure.
Find us on the website. You can also leave comments. Listen, you can leave comments everywhere.
Yeah.
Email us, if you're old-fashioned, at Underpaid Gamers Podcast.
We've gotten a few.
We've gotten a few. That's
in
right.
the past.
That's right.
It's been a while. Yeah, so please follow our stuff, subscribe to our stuff, and join the community.
Hey-yo.
Thanks for listening. See you guys next week.
Hakuna Matata.